Okay, this is the drawing for 3-4, the positioning spacer on page 3-42 of your book. This is going to be a very quick drawing because I just spent 20 minutes doing the whole drawing and I realized that I didn't start my recording. So, let's get right to it. You're going to see we have a circle of 1.25 diameter located in the center and a circle of radius 1.25 outside it. Let's go ahead and place those. So, circle, diameter 1.25, circle, radius 1.25. Here we have a circle radius of 1 with a circle radius of 1.25 outside it. It's located 30 degrees from vertical, which means it's 60 degrees up from horizontal. We also have the same thing located 45 degrees from vertical, which is 135 degrees from horizontal. The 1.25 outside radius, by the way, is shown here, the R1.25 typical. The TYP stands for typical. It says TYP because the radius is changed due to the other connections that we have and the fact that it gets larger due to the curvatures of this part. So let's go ahead and place those. So I'm going to use circle, diameter, snap from, click on the center, offset at 6 less than 60. It didn't take my at symbol there. Let's try that again. Circle, diameter, snap from, at 6 less than 60. You know what happened there? I believe, I'm not sure if we didn't accidentally snap off of there. So I'm going to do this one more time to make sure we're correct. Circle, diameter, snap from, click on the center for the base point. Now we want to offset at 6 less than 60. Enter. Diameter is 1. Circle, diameter, snap from, click on the center, at 6 less than 135. Enter. Diameter 1. Now on top of those, at the same points, we want circles of radius 1.25. So 1.25, 1.25. Okay, over here we just have a line that's tangent. So we have a line, tangent, tangent. So after I click, I'm going to do that one more time. We click on line, we click on tangent, we click on one of the circles, then we go back and click on tangent, and then we click on the other circle. That completes the line. The other line is located 0.75 inches in. So in order to do that, first of all, you need to have your, you should actually be on polar snap. Here, your snap mode should be on, and your show snapping reference line should be on. And then what you should do is you click on this line, right click to choose copy, click on the center for the base point, start moving it up along that 135 degree line, and then type 0.75. That sets the line exactly 0.75 inches away from the first line and makes it parallel. You can then click on the line, click on the end, and move the length back to the intersection with the drawing. Excuse me, with the circle. And I don't think I moved it right to the intersection there. Okay, so now we have that side. Over here on this side, we have a radius of 2.5, so that's going to be a tan circle. This radius will be 3.25, and we'll know the center once we put the first circle in. So all we have to do, come back to our drawing, circle, tan radius circle, tangent, tangent, radius 2.5, and then another circle with the same center, radius 3.25. For the top, if we have an arc here that's tangent to the 2 points here, if this radius happens to be 6, then this has to be 1.25 larger, or 7.25. And if this is 7.25, this radius has to be 0.75 smaller, or 6.5. So let's put those in. So those are just going to be circles starting with the center here, 7.25. You can see how we're perfectly tangent to those two circles. And then the second one of 6.5. Okay, and we're nearly done except for deleting all the things that we don't need. So let's choose trim, and we're going to click on circle, 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 and now we're going to hit enter. And we're going to start deleting all the things that we don't need. So we can delete this, and that, and this, and that, and this, and that, and this, and that, this, and that. Now occasionally it comes out, you'll find something you can't delete. Now right now I can't delete that or trim it. When that happens, what it means is you'll be able to delete it as a separate line afterwards. So we can just forget about it and leave it. So delete, delete, delete. Again, same thing here. So now we hit escape. We can just select that and delete it, and select this and delete it. So now we're actually looking pretty good. And if we select these 6 lines, we should be able to delete everything that's left. All the portions of the circle that prevent us from opening. I think I forgot to choose trim there, so we choose trim, select, 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 and then enter to start the trim. So now we can delete, 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 and delete. Delete, and delete. Okay, finally, we look back at our drawing, and we see that we have points here where they want curves. And over here it tells us rounds and fillets are, the radius is 0.5. So we come back to our drawing, we choose our fillet. We can see that my trim radius is already 0.5, but if it wasn't, I would type R space 0.5, enter. Now because I need to do multiples, I'm going to type M, enter. And now I can just go around, click, 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 click. Okay, finally, we need to add a center layer, which I already have. So if your drawing doesn't have a center layer, you should go ahead and add one in. You can, if you need to check how to do it, you can look back onto some of the other videos. Open your center layer. We have an angle for the bolt circle that we need to show here. And then we just have the center mark that we need to show here. So for the angle, we can do a start, center, end arc. So I can do a start, center, end arc. And now if you notice, the arc only goes to the center here, but we want to extend it out. So if I select my arc and I hover on the end, I can choose lengthen. Lengthen will allow me to lengthen it on the arc line without changing the arc itself. And then I can just, it looks like 2 is probably a reasonable number, so I'll just type 2. Gives it a reasonable length. And I'll come over to the other side and do the same thing, lengthen. Lengthen it by 2. That takes care of that. And then we need to put a center line in, so I choose my center mark. I click on the outside angle. I get my center mark. These don't extend quite all the way to the end, so I'm going to extend them a little bit. So I can choose, click on this line, and I'll lengthen it by lengthen it by 0.5. I'll click on this one and lengthen it by 0.5. Click on this one, lengthen it by 0.5. Click on this one, lengthen it by 0.5. Enter. Reminder, over here, when you click on this, this is your zoom. You can choose whatever zoom you want, but typically on Zoom Extents allows you to see everything in your drawing completely on your screen. So when I click Zoom Extents, automatically brings me right to the screen size. So there's the drawing. It is complete. I'm going to end this video now.